going up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, team. Here I come, here I come.
Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Benny Logan jets in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first. 1-yard line. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready? Flag. What is that? 59. Here we go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston, he sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go play action. Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Ready, blue ready. Check, 45 to Mike. Hey, check.
Throwing, Winston. The catch made by Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready, blue ready. Mike, 45. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 43. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 45.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for the end zone. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready, ready. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On third down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now Ryan on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
11 yards there, first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Even. Check three. Check safety. Flip it. Green, triple team.
To throw, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Switch. Come on. Stand kill.
On second down, it's Jones. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Ready? Back 25 behind. Check 45. Hey, stop. Let's go.
He may try and run for this. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Ready? Blue lady. Mike 45. Let's pick it up. It's out. Let's get off the field.
On first and 10, Winston. And Brate has it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Come on. Sunday.
Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
One back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Adrian Claiborne has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Justin Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They toss to Freeman, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's caught. Jones. A good pick up there of 20 yards. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on there.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs. And
confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready, black 25. Let's go, D. Check, wait. Watch the edge. Easy. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Draw play, Winston to Jones. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. On the crossing route, complete. That's Watson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jameis to throw it. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Bryant is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ryan now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
21. Mike 51. Mike 51. It's just me and you.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Ryan looking end zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Falcons 14, Buccaneers 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch. Green, come with me. Check nine. Get a roll. West.
Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shift. Green, triple team.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
Let's go.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Winston now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A little jet sweep to start the drive. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready. I got you. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Ready to go.
On second down now. It's Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready. Mike, 45. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On first down, Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's put that team on the punt. Check 22. Shit. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Give me some.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carl Nassib, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike, ready? Black 25. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch the
From the shotgun to give to Jones. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The catch made by Miller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Winston now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Winston now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
51,
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 4th quarter comeback for the QB. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. Noah Spence in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. Maybe starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
On 1st and 10, Winston. It's caught. It's Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Sanu. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
39.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Winston. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. On 1st down, Jones. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Check 52. Watch the safety creep. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Shift, shift, shift. Let's go.
Winston to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Ready,
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first.
And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Falcons, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,